What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another beer review. Super excited about today's beer because it is a brewery-only release from Incendiary Brewing Company out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. This is their 2024 release of the Interception of Entropy. Always digging that art that they got going on. Cans or bottles, they absolutely slay it. Doesn't have much about the beer itself on the label, but kind of on their socials, they do kind of have a little blurb about kind of what this beer is. They put out there that it says nothing but beer, wood, and time. Our 2024 Interception of Entropy release is a blend of our two favorite Imperial Stout bases aged in Buffalo Trace bourbon barrels for 12 to 24 months. So they've been releasing this beer since 2020 or 2020. So this is the fourth year that they've released it. Had it every year. Big fan. So I went to the release, picked up a couple bottles. Full disclosure, I did have a pour while I was there. What else to say about this? 15% ABV in the 500 milliliter bottle. It was bottled on 1/24/24. The release was on 1/27. So at the time of review right now, this is just at a week old in the bottle. Got the nice wax going on there. So hopefully, won't take too long to get into it. Nice. Oh yeah. I can smell it already. So 15%, this is the biggest ABV that this beer's ever been. Usually it clocks in right around 14 and a half. They did do a coffee variant that was around 12-ish, 12 and a half-ish last year. Oh man, that smells amazing. Let's pour. Yeah. Kind of pours kind of a dark cola coming out of there, but once it hits that glass, pitch black. I mean, we have just add a finger of that kind of tannish mocha head. Bubbles dissipating pretty quick. 15%. Don't expect it to stay around too long. But yeah, holding up to the light, nothing but darkness in that thing. Does have a nice little ring of mocha head kind of sticking around. Yeah, looks amazing. Let's get a nose in her. Oh, wow. Nice bourbon presence. Kind of get that that kind of bourbony, chocolatey fudginess going on in the nose. It's like vanilla coming through on this guy as well. Really nice. Yeah, it's just kind of that sweet bourbon, vanilla, kind of a fudgy chocolate thing going on there. There is a little roasted maltiness as well. Yeah, just kind of a sweet, bourbony, just chocolatey thing going on. I'm diving in. Cheers. That's amazing. That is a really good beer. Right up front, you just hit with that nice bourbon barrel presence right there at the tip. Yeah, bourbon up front, and that oakiness kind of comes in. But then it turns into this this boozy chocolate thing going on there. Nice big chocolate notes. Towards the end, you do pick up a little bit of that vanilla Oh man, boozy fudge brownies, boozy chocolatey brownies, little vanilla, slight little vanilla thing going on there. Oh, so good. 15%. You don't really get it, but you do get like some of that warming as it kind of goes down. A nice, just subtle warming as it goes down. It's not overly alcohol present on the mouth or on the palate, but just that warmth from the alcohol is what you pick up from it. Nice full body. I'd say lowerish side of full body. It's not syrupy, but it's thick, if that makes any sense. Just kind of coats your mouth. Leaves that nice chocolatey, bourbony, vanilla-ish presence just all around in there. It's a rich, sweet beer. Not overly sweet, but it is a sweeter stout. With all those chocolate and vanilla notes, it's going to come off as that sweetness coming through. This is what I love about a beer like this. It's simple. There's no adjuncts in it and everything. I do like those big adjuncty beers, but there's something to be said about a brewery that can brew, that have like great base stout recipes, because that's where it all starts. If you have just a great base stout, no matter what else you throw in it, you know it's still going to be great. And that's what this beer is. And I've always said, if you've seen previous Incendiary videos, their barrel game is so on point. I would put it up against pretty much anybody's. And I'd put this beer up against anybody's just base barrel-aged stout as well. This is an exceptional top-tier beer in this style. Just amazing. Just an amazing, amazing beer. I mean, it just like lingers. That just chocolatey fudginess just kind of lingers. Along with that like warming in the chest. It is a perfect beer for like just a cold night. You're just sitting out there and can sip it all night long. Oh, it's so good. Absolute winner. God. Price and availability. Like I said, I went to the actual release, and I picked up some bottles, had some pours. So I don't know exactly how much the bottles were. I want to say they were in the $20 to $25 range. Is that pricey? Yeah, for a 500 milliliter bottle, that is pricey. But this beer at that price, 100% worth it, in my opinion. If you have the chance to try this beer or get this beer at that price point, grab it. Availability, brewery only release. So unless you live near the brewery in Winston-Salem or their tap room in Raleigh, those were the only two places where this beer was being dished out. So if you don't live near there, hope you have friends that do, that can pick you up a bottle or two, because not only is this beer amazing now, it sellers really well. I've got a couple different vintages of this bottle still cellaring. I've had it couple years after its release. Absolutely phenomenal. It does well, fresh as well as being aged. This to me is top tier, top class beer. And like I said, I would put this beer against any non-adjunct, just a base bourbon barrel aged beer. I would put this beer up against anybody's out there that they're throwing out there. If you have any recommendations for a bourbon barrel aged, just base plain bourbon barrel aged beer, stout, let me know in the comments below. And if I haven't had it, I'm going to go look and see if it can beat this guy. Because I doubt it. Because it's that good. This beer's amazing. Look forward to it every year. And I will say that I think this year's vintage is probably the best of the 4-year lot that they've put out there. So, if you can, get your hands on it. Well worth it. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of this one. hope you find one to enjoy as well. Cheers.